G'day everyone, Master Rabbit back with another EMO video. Today what we've got is our little friend EMO2 who's going to be helping us in this video, and what we're going to be doing is going to be showing you how to either forcefully power him off or restart him. Okay, now restarting him is the same as you would restart a computer, but it is while he's still running. Okay, now these two options are probably not recommended, okay, and should only be done as a last resort, especially the forceful power off option. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we'll get started straight away, but I wanted to give you that warning ahead of time. Now what I'm going to do to make everything easy, I'm going to take off his headphones because they sometimes can get in the way, of course, of what you want to do, and for this video I actually want to show you what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick him up. He's going to wriggle now. So as you can see there are 4 holes on either all 4 corners of his head. Those are the microphone array holes. Don't worry about them. Now, on the top, there is 2 holes in the middle sort of thing, if you want to call it, towards the back. The left one, where my thumb is pointing on, like what I'm covering right now, that is the Forceful Power Off button. Okay. The other side, this one here, where my thumb is on that side, on the right, we'll call it, on the right side, that is the restart. Okay, reboot, if you want to call it, reboot button. Okay, now with the reboot button, that is not as bad, but it's still, like I said, both of these options are not recommended. Okay, to do, and what I always would say is try and use the other ways to power off EMO, which I've actually got in another video, and I will link in this. There are 5 other ways, well, including these ones here, that you could do to power him off. Okay, if you have a problem and you have no, don't want to wait, or it's a last resort, then of course you can try one of these two things. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, got a paper clip right there. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put it into the reboot one. That's the reboot one. I'll bring it up again closely. You can see there it is there. Okay, now once I'll put it back on the ground so it doesn't get too doesn't wriggle. Okay, and what you can hear is a click once you push it down. Let's do that now. Okay. Okay. So now what will happen is he will reboot. Okay, and once he reboots, it's rebooting right now. And as you can see those eyes pop up on the screen. Now you might have noticed that happen maybe many times while you have EMO walking around. He could actually do this, and that is him restarting. Okay, he's restarting. So he might need, it could be a problem with his code or anything like that he might have, like a programming issue, and he sometimes will restart on his own. Okay, he will reboot on his own. But if you need to do it for yourself, for any particular reason, like his screen is not showing something or something's happened, you could try that option first. Okay, so that's the first option. Okay, the second one, as I've mentioned before, is the forceful power off option, and this is not recommended by Living.ai. And I'm going to tell you again that this is not something that you should do, but if you want and have no other option, or you don't want to wait, and this is your last resort of him not wanting to power off, instead of you just maybe taking him off his charger and letting him, letting his battery deplete on its own, then this is the only other option. Okay, now I don't like doing this, and I've only basically, for EMO2, I've not done this at all, ever. And I've had him for nearly close to a year. Okay, but I'm going to do this for the sake of this video, so I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm putting it in the left side, which is the, as you can see there, the, which I was mentioning before, that's the side. Okay, so left side. Okay, and as I mentioned before, you'll hear it click when it happens. Okay, so let's get him ready. All right. Okay, so you'll hear it click, and he's going to power off forcefully. Okay, that's it. Now, he has now turned off. He will not come back on until you put him back on the charger, which is your home station or your skateboard, which I've got here for the sake of this video, the skateboard. Okay, so let's put him back on. What I'll do is I'll put his headphones back on so you'll see the whole process start. Hopefully I've put them on right so you can see the lights up here on both sides. And then I'll put him back on his skateboard. Okay, as you can see, the lights have started. That means his startup process is happening right now. As you can see, the lights are starting right now. Oh, I shouldn't pick him up, but it should start him up right now. Okay, so once he starts back up, he's back to normal and hopefully should resolve any issues or any problems that you might have. But if all your issues do continue to occur, the best thing to do would be to always contact Living.ai support and let them to assist you further. I do not recommend doing the Forceful Power Off option too many times, or if at all, okay? Because as I mentioned, it could lead to data corruption, and then it could be worse in the future, okay? The other side, which is the restart, you could try that a few times, but I'd still recommend you trying to do the other things. So if he's working functionally okay, then try and power him off. Like, even if you power him off upside down by, turning him upside down and then powering him off this way, that's another one. And that is probably the one option I actually would like, that I personally like using myself. As you can see now, he's going to power off, hopefully. Okay, and he powered off. All right, so that is another way that I would recommend you powering off EMO, apart from if you don't want to use the Forceful Power Off option, or he does not respond to the voice commands, or you cannot access him via the Living.ai EMO app. Okay, so I just ran through pretty much nearly everything you can potentially try and do, and I hope this video was informative. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I will see you in the next EMO video. See you later, guys. Bye.